Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, as always, keeping you updated, many names, many stories, managers, players and much more. And so we're ready to jump into it together. And here we go guys, more updates, more stories every day here, so remember to like this video, to turn on the notification bell every single day, even during the World Cup, here to keep you updated on the market. It's been the 24 hours of Matheus Fernandes, who is going to join Tottenham Hotspur, deal done, £85 million, record signing. Matheus Fernandes also ready to take his medical and then to sign the contract at Tottenham. Let me mention once again the special job made by Roberto De Zerbi to get the green light from the player, then to proceed club to club, and so a huge signing for Tottenham Hotspur. But I wanted to open with this video with managers, just quickly, because as always happens after the World Cup, some giants go home, and so it's obvious to have some links, names, stories about managers. First, breaking news, it's about Ronald Koeman. Former Barcelona manager Ronald Koeman leaves his job with the Netherlands. So it's over between the Dutch national team and Ronald Koeman after leaving the World Cup on round of 32 against Morocco. Koeman is going. But probably the biggest shock of this World Cup so far, it's been Germany. Germany leaving the World Cup against Paraguay, a disaster campaign for Germany and for Julian Nagelsmann. After the game, Nagelsmann said, I would be open to staying. I'm not quitting. I'm staying and I would be happy to continue. I would be happy to plan for the Nations League, for the Euros. So I'm keen on staying. This will depend on the DBF, on the German Federation. But what I can tell you guys today is that, according to my informations, in case of decision from the DBF, from the Federation, the German Federation, Jurgen Klopp, in case, again, they decide to go for him, Jurgen Klopp could be open to taking the job. So don't underestimate the possibility to see Klopp back in football as next coach of the German national team. Klopp would be open. Then now depends on the federation. If they decide to go for Nagelsmann, stay, build with him, or if they say, thank you, goodbye, Klopp would be open to taking the job. So keep an eye on this one, because it could be very interesting for Jurgen Klopp, who would come out of retirement and try a new opportunity. Then guys, talking about opportunities, I wanted to spend a few minutes on wingers, because it's going to be busy with wingers on the market in the next 2 months. Something I wanted to say, first of all, is on Bradley Barcola. I received a crazy amount of questions on what's happening with Barcola. You are saying one thing, others are saying different things. First of all, let me clarify, guys, I respect all the sources. Anyone can have his own information. Sometimes I can be wrong. Sometimes others can be wrong. It's part of the game. So I'm not here to tell you what's the absolute truth. I can tell you what I know. And what I know on Bradley Barcola is that saying that Bradley Barcola is not for sale and is not leaving Paris Saint-Germain this summer is not what I'm told. Is not at all what I'm told. Because, first point, Bradley Barcola contract talks are in complete standby, and have been on standby not 1 month, not 2 months, but since last summer. Last summer there was Liverpool already keen on Barcola. Liverpool probably in the media was not that strong, but Liverpool last summer tried to enter into the Barcola deal. PSG closed the doors and they don't want to sell the player, summer 2025. And at that stage, they were expected to get a new deal done for Barcola after rejecting a big proposal from Liverpool. But this deal is stalling, the new deal, since summer 2025. And then, if PSG really want to go for Diomandé and for Akliouche, the exit of Barcola could be a possibility. So, I'm not telling you Barcola is 100% leaving Paris Saint-Germain, because I can't tell you this. Because this would obviously take a big amount of money, a big proposal, the players will. So, there are several factors. But today, I can't tell you Barcola is 100% staying at Paris Saint-Germain, Barcola is not leaving. Because I'm told, and I've been telling you this for months, there is movement around Bradley Barcola. He's a player, for sure, very high on Liverpool list, and it's been the case for the last year. So Liverpool love Barcola, and Liverpool would like to go for Barcola. Then we have to understand the numbers. If someone can convince Paris Saint-Germain, of course, he's an important player for them, scoring at the World Cup, performing for PSG, fantastic player. So obviously, it's not going to be an easy one. But Liverpool love him. for sure. And then Arsenal also have an interest. But for Arsenal, the number one option remains Morgan Rogers. For Morgan Rogers, the information in England from the Telegraph is correct. So Aston Villa want to put a price around 130 million pounds to let Morgan Rogers leave this summer. Aston Villa are aware of Arsenal interest. Aston Villa are also aware of interest from other clubs, including Chelsea, but in this moment Arsenal made a very good progress on player side for some time, and so Arsenal keep pushing for Morgan Rogers. Barcola is on the list, but all of this is not new for you if you are following the channel. I told you many times that Barcola is almost on top of Liverpool list and also in the list at Arsenal. But for Morgan Rogers, this depends on the price, because Aston Villa want 130 million pounds. But Arsenal hope to find a way to negotiate, maybe with the Dons, maybe with different structure. Arsenal hope to be creative in order to find a solution for Morgan Rogers. So that's the situation, and we will have to follow these wingers situations. Then, let me mention just again the situation of Marcus Rashford. I gave you this exclusive story 24 hours ago, and I keep telling you, Marcus Rashford is now showing positive messages to Manchester United about the possibility of staying at the club. Also in this case, the market is still very long, 8 weeks, so we can't guarantee that Rashford is 100% staying at United. But Rashford is not closing doors to the possibility of restarting with United, be part of the preseason under Michael Carrick, so Rashford is open, and that's a very good message. The message was sent directly. Agents of the player, Man United meeting took place 2 days ago, and it was a positive meeting. So now Marcus Rashford has the chance to continue at Manchester United. Then, if a good proposal for Rashford and for United arrives, Rashford could still leave the club in the summer transfer window. If it doesn't, Man United could find one more player to use, and what a player who knows the club so well, international player, Champions League football. The connection with Carrick will surely be better than the connection that was almost zero with Ruben Amorim. So United have a jolly in Marcus Rashford, waiting to see what's going to happen on the market. And who is not waiting to see what happens on the market is Chelsea, because from today, Xabi Alonso is officially the Chelsea manager, and so can start working with the club. And among the names I want to keep very high on mind for Chelsea, there is Pep Echevarria, this left wing back from Rayo Vallecano. Club to club talks ongoing. So official negotiations started. Chelsea, Rayo Vallecano. Now, the player wants to move. Echevarria told also Rayo Vallecano that his desire is to go to Chelsea, is to work for Xabi Alonso. Xabi staff know the player so well. Now it's on reaching the financial agreement between clubs, but according to my information, Chelsea are very optimistic to get this deal done for Pep Echevarria. And so guys, on this and much more, let me know your opinion as always. Remember on Rogers, on Barcola, on Rashford, on Klopp, on Koeman, on Chavarria, several things. Your opinion here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification.